Oh, hey, I didn't see you guys there. But I'm glad you're here. You know why? Because it's episode 18 of Monopoly Night in America. That's why. We're going to do this thing live just like we do every other time. So let's not even wait any longer. Let's just get to it. Our announcer's ready. I'm ready. Let's see if you're ready as we go now.
Yes, Monopoly! The world's most popular board game is now Monopoly, the TV game. And here come the players. The red player, Poot, the gold player, Scott, and the green player, Jason. That means Mr. Monopoly will be Neil Stanitsky and Jared Ferguson!
That's right, it's Monopoly, and I figured I would do my intro there just like Travis was on his side. Thank you very much, Travis, for getting in every other syllable tonight.
Always something.
That's true. That's the thing. When you're closer to your mic, everything comes through, and it's like then you start to get away from it. It's like, well, there he goes again. But you know where this is going? It's Monopoly Night in America, ladies and gentlemen. We are so glad to be back with you here again for episode number 18 of the season. It is always so good to go live to do this game of Monopoly and seeing all of you come out in the live chat to support us. Thank you so much. There are some of the names out there that you're just here every single week to support us. Robert Bishop, thank you. Dylan Milford, thank you. John Justice, thank you. That's all the names I'm seeing pop up right now, but I'm sure there's more of you out there. So thank you very much for making sure that you come and you support this show each and every time that we come live. It means the world to us. And hello to Cody Merriman. Good to see you there as well, sir. We're just now getting started, and I'll tell you who's not getting started. That is our current champion. He is returning to us looking tonight for his 6th win in a row. He won a new car last time. His winnings so far on the season are $845,145. Welcome back to our champion, Poot McVay. You know, I don't know about you, Poot, but every time I hear someone else say your name, and part of the time that I say it during the game when I'm calling on you, I kind of giggle like a little schoolgirl every time because when Travis did it, I was over here covering my mouth like So how does it feel knowing that name Poot's going to stick with you for a really, really long time?
Uncertain. Let's see. But like I said, if I'm the Poot to your turn, that makes sense to me.
Nah, well, it's it's just like it's a kicking the balls. I mean the jewels.
There it is.
But yeah, over $845,000. You just won a new car the last time that you were here, and you were looking to become the first person to ever win 6 consecutive games in a row on Monopoly. And here we are. This is, let's see if we do a little quick math, 58. This is the 76th, if I'm doing my math right, the 76th episode ever of Monopoly here on MVG Productions. Going for number 6 in a row. How does that feel?
Impressive though, but like I said, I would not even be here if it wasn't for a crazy previous game that happened here as well though. So there you go.
I mean, hey, that is true, but you know, we keep throwing some of the best and brightest of MVG at you. And yes, Kevin Henry, I can hear you in my head right now going, you haven't thrown me at him yet. Well, stay up past 9 o'clock, sir, and we'll put you in the lineup too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've thrown the best and brightest at you, and we're going to do it again here tonight. So we wish you the best of luck as we go over here to meet your opponents. We start off with our gold player. He is making his way back to the Monopoly stage now for the 5th time this season. He's won a couple of championships. Please welcome back with $41,610, the flat broke kid himself, Scott Michaels.
Hi.
Yes, just one of many people here at MVG Productions I've given nicknames to that stuck. The Flat Broke Kid himself, of course, most people go, why do you call him the Flat Broke Kid? Well, first of all, last name Michaels. Sounds like Shawn Michaels from WWE, those of you that watch that. And, you know, he's just a broke college kid. So, you know, it just kind of goes together.
Mm-hmm. You damn right it goes together.
Which then
Guy named Roy.
Yeah, it flows right into your production company, which I actually named that as well, Can't Afford Ramen.
Mm-hmm. That one just kind of came out of the blue, and we were just like, huh, that works. Okay.
Yeah, I think that one just kind of, it was given birth to on one of your first episodes of All-Star Blitz, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I think it was All-Star Blitz, because you were a celebrity on there very heavily, and our resident expert over there, those episodes are coming soon, I swear. I'm just in my last semester of college, so a lot is happening.
I mean, you know, hey, if anything, you could do kind of like your opponent over there to the side in the green podium. You know, go ahead, start filming season 2 and 3, and then that means episodes should start coming out from season 1. So,
okay,
yeah, but yeah, so
they're coming out.
Well, this is true.
What about recently?
We'll talk about that.
So yes, Scott, this is actually going to be the first time you have taken on Poot in any of his runs as champion, because the last time you faced him this season was back in episode 3, and you're one of the only people this season that has beaten him.
Mm-hmm. I am not on that list, and I am hoping to stay off the list tonight because I want the crown.
Yes.
I want it back.
What you just said there absolutely made very little sense, but we'll go with it.
Bologna, bagel, otter, donut.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, hey, we will see if you're able to do it tonight, because then over to your side in the green podium, he is coming back to us with $98,290, and he is the other person that has taken down Poot this season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Mr. Monopoly on the normal night, but tonight he's just Jason Jarrell Quantavius Myers.
The names keep piling, but I love it.
Yes, the nicknames that you have are just numerous, and they're as numerous as the stars in the sky, just like your profile here at MVG Productions, just a star in the sky.
If the star was six-sided, then yes. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll buzz in on that one later. So yeah, as I said, you're the other person that has taken Seffi down this season. He had a 4-game run going earlier this season between episode 6 and 9, and then episode 10, you took him down. Do you think you can do it again tonight, or will Poot be lucky enough to make you and Scott split hairs?
Well, in that vein, me and Poot are 1-1 against each other, because I've taken him down, and then he took me down to take the crown back.
So tonight is the Tickle Battle 2000, or the rubber match. Okay, we'll go with that too. I mean, hey, if it's a Tickle Battle, there may be rubbers involved, but so yeah, we'll
all that, but okay.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, who does know? But ladies and gentlemen, these are our contestants tonight. I would definitely go get your bowl of popcorn, or even a package of your favorite candied bacon, because tonight's going to be a big one. So let's get into it here, as of course we get ready for our acquisition phase. And before we go over the rules of it, we're going to let our players test their buzzers. Poot.
Give me a second.
And Scott. And Jason. And as everybody knows, Poot McVay, his first name's actually Scott as well. So again, just make sure, players, if I say Scott, I'm actually talking about Michaels. If I say Poot, although that could be Scott Michaels too, it's actually just Poot McVay. So
There you go.
So of course, because if it was Jason, it would just be Shart. Trust me, the few times I've heard him do it, I thought that there was a good possibility he was going to have to move out. Yeah. With that said, this is the acquisition phase of our game. So, of course, we're going to be making our way around the board one full time. We'll stop at each one of the properties individually. If a player gets the trivia question correct that I asked them, they're going to get the dollar amount at the bottom of that property. If they get it wrong, they're going to lose that dollar amount, and it'll be a toss-up for the other two players. If nobody gets it right, we'll cut the property value in half until someone does get that question right. Once we've made it through all of the properties in that color group, if somebody owns them all, they're going to get that turned their podium color, and they'll get an extra special amount of money. If it's owned by multiple players, we go into our showdown round. So let's see what's going to happen here as we go to Mediterranean Avenue, which is a $60 property. Players, Kabuki Theater originated, and that's Scott.
Japan.
Japan is correct. $60 to you. Once I put it up, there it is. Bang. All right, and you've got one brown property. Next up is Baltic Avenue for 60. In what year did Neil Armstrong become the first Poot?
1969.
1969 is correct. $60 to you. All right, so we're going to have a showdown for the brown properties between Poot and Scott. I need one correct answer to take the monopoly. In anatomy, where is your uvula located? Scott?
It's in the back of your throat.
It is in the throat. That is correct. And you have taken the brown property group. Let's turn it yellow and give you $120 of combined value, which takes you up to $180. We now go to our light blue properties and Oriental Avenue worth $100. Jewish holidays begin at which time of the day? Poot?
Sundown.
Sundown or sunset, we would take either one. $100 there for you, takes you to $160. Next up, Vermont Avenue for $100. In what U.S. city was the sport of basketball founded in? Poot.
Kansas City.
No, sorry, it's going to cost you $100. Scott or Jason? Springfield, Massachusetts. All right, we cut the property value in half now, down to $50. Which Old Testament character had a coat of many colors? Poot?
Joseph.
Joseph is correct. $50 to you, takes you to $110. All right, you've got two of the light blues. Next up, Connecticut Avenue for $120. In what police series did the actor Johnny Depp once appear regularly? Poot?
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street is correct. $120 to you, takes you to $230, and you already own all of the light blue. So let's turn that red, give you $320 of combined value, taking you up to $550. We now turn on to 2nd Street, our magenta properties, and we start with St. Charles Place for $140. TV sports announcer John Madden coached which NFL team? Scott?
The Broncos?
No, sorry, cost you $140. Jason?
The Cowboys.
No, I'm sorry, cost you $140. Pooch, you want a shot at it?
No.
Go ahead.
The Bears.
No, I'm sorry, cost you $140 as well. That would be the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, we cut that property in half, down to $70. In higher education, what does the acronym MIT stand for? Poot.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
That is correct. For $70, takes you to $480. Next up, States Avenue for $140. At over 4,000 miles long, what is the world's longest? Jason?
Great Wall of China.
No, I'm sorry. Cost you $140. The world's longest river. Scott?
The Nile.
The Nile is correct. $140 to you, takes you to $180. Next up is Virginia Avenue for $160. In television, Michael J. Fox starred as Alex Poot.
Family ties.
Family ties is correct. 162 takes you to 640. And we are ready for another showdown. Poot, I need one correct answer. Scott, I need two. Bobby Knight spent most of his career coaching basketball at which school? Poot?
Indiana University.
Indiana University is correct, and you have taken the magenta properties. Let's turn those red. Give you $440 of combined value, taking you up to $1,080. We now go to our orange properties. We start with St. James Place, which is worth $180. In higher education, what does the qualification PhD stand for? Scott?
A doctor.
More specific.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, it's going to cost you $180. Poot or Jason? Jason?
Physical doctor.
No, I'm sorry, cannot give that to you. Cost you $180. Poot?
Not touching that one.
That's a doctor of philosophy.
Mm.
That's what PhD technically stands for. All right, we now cut Tennessee down in half to $90. Are we on St. James? Am I jumping ahead?
Yeah, you're still in St. James.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. Okay. In geography, Juneau is the capital of which U.S. state? Scott?
Alaska.
Alaska's correct. $90 to you. Takes you to $90. Next up now is Tennessee Avenue for $180. The broadcaster NHK is a public television network. Poot?
Japan.
There it is again. $180 for you. Takes you to $1260. One for Scott, one for Poot. Next up is New York Avenue for $200. On July 7th, 1939, the U.S. Lighthouse Service merged with what other federal organization? That would be the U.S. Coast Guard.
Aww.
Yeah. All right. Let's cut that down to 100. Kurt Cobain was the lead singer of Scott.
Oh my God, I lost it.
Cost you 100. Poot?
Nirvana.
Nirvana is correct. 100 to you. Takes you to 1360. All right, let's see. So we've got Poot has 2, Scott has 1. So another showdown here. So Poot need 1 correct answer. Scott need 2. Playwright Arthur Miller was married to which blonde actress? Scott?
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe's correct. That's 1. Need 1 more. In football, quarterback Joe Montana played his... Scott?
49ers?
No, I'm sorry. I'll finish the question for you, Poot. Played his professional career with the San Francisco 49ers and which other team?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs is correct, and you have taken the orange monopoly. Let's turn it red. Well, let's buzz you in first. Now we're going to turn it red and give you $560 of combined value, taking you up to $1,920. All right, we now turn on to 3rd Street. We're in our red property group. We start with Kentucky Avenue for $220. In science, a single unit of energy or work is called what? Scott?
Calorie?
No, sorry, it cost you $220.
Damn it.
Poot or Jason?
Oh.
Nope.
That would be a joule.
Ooh,
All right, let's cut down Kentucky to 110.
They grabbed that by the jewels.
All right? And I just farted for you to fill that in. Other than gold and frankincense, what was the other? And that's Poot.
Myrrh.
Yeah, I don't know what Murr was doing following everybody around, but yes, 110 for you. Takes you to 2030 in 1 red. Next up, Indiana Avenue for 220. Pol Pot was the leader of which Cambodian political group during the 1970s?
Oh, is it?
I'm always surprised people don't know this one. It's the Khmer Rouge.
Aww.
All right, let's cut that one in half down to 110. Which television detectives were played by Sharon Gless and Tyne Daly? Poot.
Agony and Lacey.
Da, 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 da. Okay. Most people out there going, what the fuck is a Cagney and Lacey? 110 to you takes you to 2140. So that's 2 for you. Next up is Illinois Avenue for 240. The House of Windsor are the reigning monarchs of what European country? And that's Poot.
Great Britain.
Great Britain is correct. $240 goes to you. And you have the red Monopoly. So let's turn it red and give you $680 of combined value, taking up to $3,060. Just wanted to
Seamus,
make
can you unplug his buzzer?
Well, I think he also needs to plug Jason's in. Thank you.
There it works.
I'm just checking to see it still works.
Yes. All right, so here we go. We're in our yellow property group now. We start with Atlantic Avenue for 260. AU is the chemical Scott?
Gold.
Gold is correct. 260 for you takes you to 30. Next up, Ventnor Avenue.
Buzzer unplugged.
Yeah, right. Next up is Ventnor Avenue for 260. The comedy troupe Second City originated in which, Jason?
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. 260 for you takes you to negative 200.
Fucking hell.
Look what Jason found. All right, so we've got Scott with 1, Jason with 1. Next up, Marvin Gardens for 280. Which Shakespeare play opens with the line, "When shall we three meet again in Scott?
Hamlet.
No, I'm sorry, it cost you 280. When shall we three meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain?
Hmm.
I gotta guess, but I don't want to act on it.
You know.
Jason, what do you think it was?
Soft night.
No. Poot?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to say The Tempest.
No. Scott Michaels, you seem to know it now.
Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Aha.
All right, let's cut it down in half now to 140. In sports, who was the last Major League Baseball pitcher to win 30 games in a single season? Jason, just in time.
Cal Ripken Jr.
No, he wasn't a pitcher. It cost you 140. Scott or Poot?
Just throwing a name out there.
Would have been just as close if you would have said Nell Snatcher. But, Denny McLean. Denny McLean. All right, let's try another one. In history, Paul Revere's famous ride took place. Poot?
Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary War is correct. 140 to you takes you to 3,200. Each one of you own a property here. So I'm going to need 2 correct answers from any of you. They do not have to be consecutive. Here we go. In politics, what does the acronym GOP stand for? Scott.
The oh my God. Governing official party.
No, I'm sorry. Poot.
Grand Old Party.
Grand Old Party is correct. That's 1 for you. Which mountain is the highest in the European Alps? Scott.
The Matterhorn.
No.
Oh.
Mont Blanc.
Oh.
The ulna and radius are 2 bones. Scott.
In the arm.
Arm is correct. That's 1 for you. During World War II, what was the name of the unbreakable code machine used by the Axis powers that became the subject of a movie in 2001? Scott?
Enigma?
Enigma is correct, and you have taken the yellow property group. Let's turn it yellow. Comes with $800 of combined value, which takes you up to $550. We now turn on to 4th Street. We start with that very specific avenue, which is Pacific Avenue. Here we go. $300 question, players. The rock singer Alanis Morissette comes from which country? Jason?
Canada.
Canada's correct. $300 to you takes you to -40. Next up, North Carolina Avenue, the home of Brandon Scruggs for $300. In AD 79, the Roman city of Pompeii was destroyed. Scott?
Mount Vesuvius.
Mount Vesuvius is correct. $300 to you takes you to $850. One for Jason, one for Scott. Now we go to the home of the president, Pennsylvania Avenue for $320. The Longhorns are the nickname of what? Poot?
Texas University.
University of Texas is correct. $320 to you takes you to $35.20. Again, each one of you own a property. I need 2 correct answers to take the monopoly. Created by the novelist Anne Rice, the vampire... Jason?
Interview with the Vampire.
No, I'm sorry. Poot?
Lestat.
No, I'm sorry. I'll finish the question for you, Scott. The vampire Lestat was played by which actor in the film Interview with the Vampire?
Oh God.
Go ahead.
Sylvester Stallone.
No, Tom Cruise.
Of course.
I think Jason's about to flip his podium over here.
And this is why I love when people buzz in early, because then they wind up making an ass of themselves. All right, here we go. Next question. In medicine, the study of the bumps on a person's head is not... Poot?
Phrenology.
Phrenology is correct. That's one for you. Showman William Frederick Cody was better known by what name? Poot?
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill is correct, and you have taken the green property group. Let's turn it red. You get $920 of combined value, taking you up to $4,440. We now make our way to our final property group of the acquisition phase. This is our dark blue properties, and we are on Park Place for $350. In track and field, how many events are there in the Poot?
7.
7 is correct. $350 for you. I hear somebody over there trying to break their keyboard. $47.90 is where you're at. And now we're to our final property. It is Boardwalk for $400. In geography, Patagonia is a region located in which South American nation? Jason?
Argentina.
Argentina is correct. 40 to you. You're in the positive. 360.
Yay, Jason! As he just woke up everybody in his complex.
All right, so Jason, this is your chance to get a monopoly or
Pounding to wake
Poot.
'em up.
You can really take it to town here. One correct answer takes this monopoly, and here we go.
Nice.
The MCAT is an examination generally taken before attending what type of Jason?
College graduation.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. I'll finish the question for you, Poop. It is an examination generally taken before attending what type of graduate school?
Oh God! I'm just going
Go ahead.
Guess, medical college.
Medical school is correct. And you have taken the dark blue property group. Let's turn it red and give you $750 of combined value, which takes you up to $5,540. And we are at the end of our acquisition phase. Let's take a look at where we stand. Right now, in third place is our green player, Jason Myers. He has no monopolies and $360. In second place is our gold player, Scott Michaels. He has 2 monopolies and $850. And right now, in first place is our current champion, Poot McVay, our red player. He has 6 monopolies and $5,540. Well, this is where we take our first commercial break of the evening. As we are there, our players are going to be spending some of that money to make upgrades to their properties, putting houses and hotels on. And when we come back, we're going to play our 15-minute big money round to find out who's going to go on to play our once around the block bonus game for up to $50,000 right here on Monopoly Night in America. back here on Monopoly Night in America. I want to say, I try to be all hype and like, yeah, we got a good one going tonight. Right now, we've got an absolute ass kicking going on. Let's just be real about it. So let's take a look at how things stand right now. Currently, after we've done our upgrades to our properties, putting houses and hotels on, remember those cost $50 a piece, and they've got to build evenly. Right now, our goal player, Scott Michaels, has slipped down into third place. He has absolutely nothing in the till. In second place, Jason Myers has risen up to second with $360 because he couldn't do shit with his money. And in first place,
be Mr. Monopoly now.
Well, I'm pretty sure Neil would fight you and potentially spin the wheel right into your dick if you try to touch the dice. And let me tell you, the dude is the master of the wheel, so don't mess with him. Poot McVay in first place with $1,290. And as I mentioned previously, he is here with us tonight. Mr. Willopoly himself. Welcome back, Neil Sternitsky.
Hi, Bird.
Hello, Mr. Neil. It's good to have you back here again. I'm sure you probably weren't thinking you were going to be back so soon.
No, but hey, I'll take every opportunity I get to do this.
I'm sure you probably thought to yourself, well, if I'm going to be here very often, it's probably going to be replacing Travis, who's probably over there asleep when he's supposed to be announcing.
Well, as long as we can hear every word he's saying.
You're right. But yeah, like I said, so far tonight, this has been a fairly simple ass kicking, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, going into this, seeing who was playing, I was expecting a much closer game, but well, hey, anything can happen.
I will agree with you. I was expecting an absolute dogfight here tonight. I figured it was going to finish like 4,000 to 3,900 to 3,800. But instead, Poot's over there like, look at me, I'm a ballerina. And Scott and Jason are like, ooh, pretty. I know, some of you are over there wondering, where does he come up with this shit? I don't know. Don't ask questions. Just go with it. We did find out in the commercial break, however, that I almost caused one of our members over here, Jamaican Dave, to wreck his car when I made the joke about Nelson Nesrud. He spit drink all over his windshield and had to pull over and clean it up. That's probably not the first time that Jamaican Dave was ever in his car and had some.
He ain't Jamaican.
Well, let's just go with it.
There's too much snow for it to be Jamaica.
Yeah. I don't think this is the first time that he's ever had some kind of liquid on his windshield and had to clean up afterwards, but we won't talk about that right now. God. So, with that being said, Neil, I'm hoping for the time being you've been able to put the wheel away and you've got your dice ready to go.
I am. I'm ready.
All right, then let's do this thing. We'll let you get set up over there as we remind our players. This here is our 15-minute big money round. We're going to spend the next 15 minutes going around this board as many times as we possibly can, stopping at all kinds of different spots on the board. If we stop at a property that belongs to you, sorry, Jason, then I'm going to ask you a trivia question all for your lonesome. If you get it correct, you are going you be quiet over there. I will give you the dollar amount in rent that is on the card that will show up in the middle of your screen. Get it wrong, you won't lose anything, but it will become a toss-up for the other two players, and one of those will always be Jason since he doesn't own any property. And if they get it right, they'll get to steal the rent money. If they get it wrong, however, it's going to cost them. Jason, be careful. You don't want to go back into the negatives.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last.
This is true. And of course, we have some other properties that we can take a look out there. We have got our utilities, electric company and waterworks, which is going to give you 100 times a roll for a chance to win a big fat wad of cash right then and there on one question. We have got free parking up in the upper left-hand corner, which there's $500 in it right now, and I'm sure it is going to grow as we get moving along. We have our community chest and chance, which are, of course, our Kevin Henry honorary squares on the board. And those are ones that's going to send him into an absolute tailspin over there going, I still don't get the joke, and it's 18 episodes into the season. And then we've got our railroads. There it is. And that's going to be hostile takeover time, a chance to where Jason and the other players as well can change the game flow here in an instant. So if everybody here is ready, I know I sure as hell am. It's time to play our 15-minute big money round. Whenever Neil gives us our first roll and we move, then that clock's going to start. Mr. Will Opley, give us that roll.
All right, here we go. 1 and a 3 for a 4. Oops.
Well,
And that's income tax. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we're gonna need some money up front if you want to continue on. Come on, cough it up.
All right, so that's $200 to player, which now puts $1,100 in the free parking jackpot. Next roll.
1 and a 2 for a 3.
Oh no!
Well, we'll get around the board sometime today. We have landed on chance.
Oh my God! It's chance!
All right, so this chance card says go back 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
we've
right,
landed on-
turd. Chance, community chest, and this payback, all brought to you by the benevolent mind of Kevin Henry.
Benevolent my ass. All right, this community chest card says interest rate hike. Green player, you're going to pay 10% of your score, which means we're going to take $16 away from you. Yes, Poot, that wasn't a question. That was a statement.
He wants 10% taken off as well. Take it off.
And we're going to put that $16 over in the free parking jackpot, which now takes it up to $1,116. Next roll, please.
If it's a fucking 5.
I swear to God, if I roll a 5 right now.
Please do
it.
No, it doubles. Pair of 3s for 6.
Oh,
Vermont Avenue.
Hey, we finally get to ask a question. Kathy, you got a chance to pick up $550 right now. Get me out of this damn thing.
Seffi, what singer released an album in the 1970s called Songs in the Key of Life?
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder's correct. $550 to you. Takes you to $1,640. Next roll.
1 and a 5 for a 6.
Of course. All right, that's Virginia Avenue.
All right, Safi, another one for you. This time, $900 riding on this one.
Seffi, President Lyndon Baines Johnson hailed from what U.S. state?
Texas.
Texas is correct. $900. $2,540. Next roll.
2 and a 6 for an 8.
Slowly but surely.
Wrong one.
Now Kevin doesn't even know what he's laughing about. We've landed on chance, and this one says advance to St. Charles Place. Now, we are going to be pass and go, but to make it easier, we're just going to back that ass up. So $200 for each of our players for pass and go, and we are on St. Charles Place.
And Safi gets another question with $750 riding on this one.
Poot, The Colbys was a spinoff of which successful television drama series?
Dynasty.
Dynasty's correct. $750 to you. Takes you to $34.90. Next roll.
All right, hoping 11 and a half minutes left. 3 and a 6 for a 9.
Ooh.
And we're on free parking.
All right, players. A chance at $1,116 on this question.
I'm sure Jason would love to get his $16 back. So let's see. The first 5 books of the Old Testament are known as what to followers of Judaism? And that's Poot.
The Torah.
The Torah is correct. 1116 coming to you. Takes you to 4606. We restart free parking with another $500, and we have another roll.
2 and a 3 for a 5.
And that's the B&O Railroad.
All right, players, a chance to take over somebody's property if you can get this question right.
All right, here we go. Everybody hands on buzzers. In music, how many members are there in the band Rush? Scott.
3.
3 is correct. All right, where are we attacking?
Light blue.
Light blue. So, of course, we are not passing go here. All right, we start with Oriental Avenue. Remember, I need 3 correct answers for you to steal the Monopoly. We'll go property by property. If you get anything wrong, you're going to pay rent over to Poot. So here we go. Here's your first one. $550 is at risk. What a semi-precious stone was long believed to prevent baldness?
Amber.
I'm sorry, no, that was after the buzzer anyway. The correct answer was amethyst. That's going to cost you $550. We're going to pay that $550 over to Poot, and that means this hostile takeover was unsuccessful. Next roll, please.
1 and a 2 for a 3.
Damn, low numbers. Connecticut Avenue.
All right, Poot. $600 on the line on this question.
Prior to JFK, who was the last U.S. president to be assassinated?
Garfield.
No, I'm sorry, toss up. Scott or Jason? Jason.
Lincoln.
No, I'm sorry, and that's going to cost you $600. Scott, you want a shot at it?
Can't think of it.
That would be McKinley. All right, another roll, please.
You're under 9 minutes to go. And it's a 3 and a 5 for an 8.
That takes us to
There we go.
Chess!
Well,
He got it right at least.
so I'm the card reads this. So be ready. We're going to advance to the next property, which is going to be Tennessee.
Oh no!
I need the timer
Are
now
you
stopped.
kidding?
The timer will stop as the card reads. The owner is going to receive $100 per house and $500 per hotel.
Right now.
Oh,
So-
wow.
5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 5
Why the hell could I not get that
5-7,
last week?
5-8. That means you are going to get, Seffi, $8,500, taking you up to $13,656. Give us the next roll and then restart the timer.
Yep, I'm getting the whiskey.
I'll take
I'll join you.
I'll take a bloodbath for 200, Alex.
Yeah, really.
4 and a 5 for a 9.
That takes us to Ventnor Avenue.
Hi, Scott.
Hi.
1150 on the line. You really need it right now. Here's the question.
Scott, in literature, what American novel surrounds the relationship between a Southern boy and a slave named Jim?
12 Days a Slave?
No, I'm sorry, toss up. Poot?
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn is correct. 1150 to you takes you to 14,806. Next roll.
5 and a 6 for 11.
Finally, a big number. And that's luxury tax.
All right, guys. We need some money from you guys. You're taking too much of it.
$75 goes into the free parking jackpot, which now takes it up to $725 as we have our next roll.
1 and a 4 for a 5.
So we pass go. That's $200 there for our players, which we'll probably take in a minute. And we've landed on Baltic Avenue.
Hey, Scott, a whole $90 for you if you can get this question right.
Scott, in geography, Puget Sound is located in which U.S. state?
California.
No, toss up. Jason.
Washington.
Washington's correct. $90 to you takes you to negative 41. Can't believe I said that. Next roll.
2 and a 3 for a 5.
Of course. All right, that's Vermont Avenue.
Hey, Poot. Here's $550 on the line. Not that you need it, but here's the question.
All right, Poot.
Right.
The comedy movie Caddyshack has what sport as its central theme?
Golf.
Golf is correct. 550U. 15,481. Next roll.
Approaching 16 o'clock in this round. 1 and a 3 for a 4.
Yeah, so we'll move 4 as Neil gets himself out of the barrel, and we landed on Electric Company.
Yeah, players, it's at $400 on the line in this question.
It's the year 2025, and people are still using their long compact computer microphone to try to talk online. Yeah. All right, players, everybody's involved here. In music, what country singer and Man in Black had a big hit with, and that's Poot.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is correct. $400 to you. Takes you to 15,881. Next roll.
Where the hell is this? Where's the Wire News buzzer? I'm
pretty sure
really.
Jason's over there twitching at this point.
2 and a 5 for a 7.
That's New York Avenue.
All right, Safi. $1,000 on the line. Here's the question.
In higher education, Rutgers is the state university of which state?
Oh, God. Indiana?
No, toss up. Scott Michaels.
Ohio?
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $1,000. Jason, you want a shot?
No.
That would be New Jersey. Joyzy.
Why didn't you say anything, Gianni?
I'm disappointed in all of you.
You
should have helped us.
Home of Gianni Peasy and the Fish Fucker Band. All right, let's go. Next roll.
1 and a 6 for a 7.
Thank God.
Atlantic Avenue.
Scott, 1150 on the line, please. You really need this.
I've never seen somebody have a chance to get 1150 and still be in the negative.
Hi.
What D is the triangular alluvial deposit at the mouth of a river?
A delta.
Delta is correct. 1150 to you takes you to negative 275. Next roll.
4 minutes remaining.
I get the big claps.
5 and 6 for 11.
And Park Place.
All right, Poot. $1,500 on the line on this question.
In television, what was the name of Fred Flintstone's daughter on the Flintstones?
Pebbles.
Pebbles is correct. 1,500 to you takes you to 17,381. Next roll.
Doubles. Boxcars, 12.
We don't see 12 very often. We've passed go. That's 200 per player. We've got now 2 players in the positive as we land on Connecticut Avenue.
All right, Poot. $600 on the line. Here's the question.
In sports, who was the baseball player with the nickname of the Splendid Splinter?
Willie Mays. I don't know.
No, toss up.
I don't want to chance.
That would be Ted Williams.
Aww.
All right, next roll, please.
1 and a 4 for a 5.
All right, Virginia Avenue.
All right, Poot. $900 on the line on this next question.
The Soviet government boycotted which 1980 Summer Olympic Games as a tit-for-tat reaction to the U.S. boycott of the previous games?
The 1984 Los Angeles Summer Games.
That is correct. $900 for you takes you to $18,481. Next roll.
All right, 2 minutes warning for up doubles. Pair of 3s for 6.
And we've hit free parking for a second time.
All right, players. $725 on the line on this toss-up question.
All right, here we go. In geography, in what state is at the easternmost point of the United States? Scott.
Maine.
Maine is correct. That $725 is coming to you. Whoopsie. Dang it. Pause the timer.
All right, got it.
Okay, let's see if we can get this worked out.
650 I should have.
Yeah, well, I'm going to see if it'll let me do it. It's not going to let me give you the money. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Hold on now.
He should be at 650.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well,
I give him an
75.
extra time. I don't care.
okay, hold on. You said 650. There we go.
There we go.
Yay! All right, next roll.
Positive.
Doubles. Snake eyes too.
Here we go again.
Chance.
It's Chance! Oh my god! It's Chance!
Oh, I'm so glad you go to bed at 8:30. All right. This one says advance directly to free parking. We're going to back up, but that is pass and go. $200 and free parking.
All right, guys, it's make it another $500 on this toss-up question.
Where in West Virginia was abolitionist John Brown ambushed in 1859? Jason.
Charleston.
No, sorry. Scott or Poot? Was ambushed at Harper's Ferry.
Oh.
All right, next roll.
5 and a 6 for 11.
And that'll take us to Pacific Avenue.
All right, Poot. 1275 on the line on this question.
In astronomy, the Sea of Tranquility is located on what celestial body?
The moon.
The moon is correct. 1275 to you. 19,956. Next roll.
3 and 6 for 9.
And that takes us to go. Everybody gets $200. And I heard that. That sound means we have come to the end of our big money round. Let's take a look at where we stand. Right now in third place is our green player, Jason Myers, with $559. In second place, our gold player, Scott Michaels, at $1,050. And in first place is our red player, our current champion, Poot McVay. He has $20,156. Well, we're going to take a commercial break and go do what all of you know, and that's going to be get ready to call Poot the champion when we come back here to Monopoly Night in America. Welcome back here to Monopoly Night in America, man. This has definitely been one for the ages, but it would probably be ages 18 and over because this has been absolutely a fucking shit show. Yeah, to say the least, because Poot has absolutely taken Scott and Jason behind the woodshed, beat them into a bloody pulp, and then peed on them. So,
off the table now.
Man, well, I don't know. If you do, you might put a finger back in. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this just for the fun of it. So, of course, we came out of that last round. Jason Myers was in third place with $559. We're not going to give him anything. Why? Because he didn't have anything. So he finishes tonight with $559. Then we make our way over to our second place player, the gold player, Scott Michaels. He had $1,050. When we sell back all of his upgrades, we give him an additional $850, which finishes him off tonight with $1,900. And then finally, we go over to tonight's winner, Poot McVay, who had $20,156. When we sell back all of his upgrades, he nets an additional $4,250, and we put that in his bank. He has $24,406. And Seffi, Poot McVay, you are tonight's champion of Monopoly and the first ever 6-time winner. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
I publicly apologize now to both Scott and Jason.
I'd say it's probably best right now if you don't look them in the eye, because otherwise you might get stabbed in it. So let's go ahead and talk first with Jason Myers. Jason, you have been a top flight champion, and it sounds like somebody's over here fighting with pots and pans in my house right now, but you've been a top flight champion here before. But tonight, talk to me.
I just want to break fingers. That's all I want to do. Because trying to buzz in against these two, I'd have been better off on the Gambit set. Damn it.
Yeah, I would probably have to agree with you there. I mean, everybody has their off nights here. This is by far and away the biggest off night that I think I've ever seen you have. Do you really believe it?
Call it an off night because I couldn't even get in.
Well, that sounds like a whole other problem, and Scott Michaels can talk to you about it later. But, yeah. So I just don't know what else to say.
Going to be backstage.
Yeah, that was something I never expected to see. We're definitely glad that you came back with us again. I'm hoping that this will not deter you from coming back again before the season's over.
If I could snip a couple of wires before we go on the air. No, I'm joking. Maybe, possibly, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as usual, we do thank you for being here. That $559 will go into your season total, which now goes up to $98,849. You are still firmly in that third place seat. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Myers. Yeah, Jason Myers definitely gave it a good run there. We now make our way over to our gold player, Scott Michael. Scott, $1,900 you were able to somehow conjure up. You spent a good part of that second round in the negative, so you at least can walk away here feeling good knowing that you're going to walk away with money.
I was worried I was going to end up with like $20 and that was it.
Yeah, well, I was starting to think you were going to be paying money, so The fact that you're walking away with that should be, I guess, at least some solace.
Yeah, that's money to buy me and Jason drinks after what just happened.
Yeah, really.
I guess the other good question to ask you would be, how bad does your ass hurt?
Yes.
Good answer. But as always, we would like to thank you for being here, Scott. When we give you that $1,900 into your account for this season, that's going to, again, solidify you still in that 4th place position you're in. $43,510. And seeing as how you've only been here 5 times, I'm expecting you'll probably be over the next 6 episodes or so. We'll probably be seeing you at least another 2 or 3 times.
I need some recovery after this and someone to take out Poot.
well, we'll see if there's anybody out there that can do it at this point. So thanks for being here. We'll see you again down the road as we now go over to talk to the Destroyer himself at this point. He's not only Putin and destroying his underwear, now he's destroying other people. Poot McVay, $24,406. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that may have set the record here on Monopoly now for most winnings in a front game. So another record you now hold.
I know. Crazy, though.
So
I thought I broke a big record a few weeks ago, so there you go.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. You've got a ton of money at this point. You've got a ton of victories in a row. The question I think we're going to ask now is how many friends do you think you have left?
After tonight, I got 2
less.
less.
Well, I think that might be a fair assessment there, but it is not over yet. It is that time in the evening where we're going to see if we can't add an additional amount of cash to you. If you're ready, it's time to go once around the block. All right, Mr. Poot. We are here at our bonus game where you are going to have a chance to actually add up to as much as $60,000 to your total because, of course, you were not able to win the bonus game last week. So we add $5,000 additional if you make it past go and an additional $10,000 if you land exactly on go. So, of course, to win all that bonus money, what do you got to do? Well, you got to make it one time fully all the way around this board. You're going to do so by rolling those dice up to 5 total times, unless, of course, you get doubles, and we'll give you some extra rolls then. After you have rolled it, we're going to give you $100 for every space that you make it around the board. That money will go into the center jackpot for you. If you decide anytime you want to walk away, or you make it all the way around the board and use up all your rolls, but you don't make it past go, then we will give you that money that's in the center jackpot. Now, we can't make it just that simple. We're going to add on those 4 additional go-to-jail spaces, including on top of the one that's already in the upper right-hand corner. You're going to put 1 on 2nd Street, 1 on 3rd Street, and 2 on 4th Street. So where would you like to put your 1 on 2nd Street between St. Charles Place and New York Avenue?
Virginia.
All right, now let's put 1 on 3rd Street between Kentucky Avenue and Marvin Gardens.
Okay, let's give Kevin Henry conniption fit with Chance.
All right, and then 2 on 4th Street between Pacific Avenue and Boardwalk.
Pacific and the other Chance.
All right, pretty much how you set it up every time. So let's go ahead and get our token out there on the board. Again, you've got 5 rolls to do this. We're going to have Neil over there working the rock and roller. It's all fired up, ready to go for you. Push the red button when you are ready to stop it.
All right, come on. Doubles for extra rolling. Click.
1 and a 6 for a 7.
All right, so that's $700 we're going to put in your center bank. You have 4 rolls remaining, and right now your bad roll is a 7, which is the highest frequency roll that there is. So do you want to continue on or walk away with that $700?
I know it's a hard to avoid, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
All right, he's going to try. Here we go. That rock and roller is fired back up. Push the button when you're ready.
No matter what happens, I still got a crap ton of money. Come on, doubles. Click.
1 and a 5 for a 6.
Ooh. All right, $600 in the center pot, $1,300. You have just eliminated one of the go to jail spaces. All right, you've got 3 rolls remaining. 9 is your bad roll, so continue on.
Go for it.
All right, he's going on. Here we go. Fire up that rock and
Come
roller.
on, 30 doubles would be awesome. Doubles, doubles, doubles. Click.
2 and a 3 for a 5.
All right, $500 more dollars in the center jackpot. $1,800 is what you've got now. All right, so your bad rolls now, 4 and a 12. 4 and a 12.
Why not? I got nothing really to lose. Barbarian will be happy if I visited him again. Let's roll.
All right, here we go. He's going on. Fire up the rock and roller, the red button. Let's see if it's going to be your friend.
Click.
3 and a 5 for an 8.
Okay.
All right, you've eliminated another go to jail space. $800 more dollars in. $2,600 is where you're at. All right, now we got a little time to think. You've got 1 roll remaining. You've got 3 bad rolls that are going to hit you here: a 4, a 5, and a 10. 4, 5, and 10. So you can walk away with $2,600 right now, or you can go on. 1 roll will not get you to the bonus. So what do you do?
I've got to try for at least a double. I'll try for at least a double.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
could. All right, he's going to see if he can get him a double. So fire up that rock and roller. We need a double or anything besides a 4, 5, or 10.
Oh, I'd love to get any money here. Click.
4 and a 5 for a 9.
I'm safe.
All right. Well, you are safe. That $900 goes in. $3,500. We're going to add that into what you have already won today, which takes you up to $27,906. That is one hefty little haul for a night.
Woo. Great job. Oh, wow. Thanks again, Turd.
Well, and we add that in with what you have won so far this season, and that now takes you up to $873,051. Congratulations to you there. You will be back again on Friday night for the chance to win an unprecedented 7th game in a row. We look forward to seeing you then.
I'll see you then.
I had to get a little burp out there. My apologies. So, Neil, yeah, we came into this night. We came in like a lion, and we went out like a sheep. I would have rather came in the other direction. That's what she said. But kind of give me your assessment for how tonight went from your perspective.
Well, before we started the 15-minute round, I said I was expecting a much closer game, going into it. And, it didn't really change much after that. In the meantime, though, Jason's getting his butcher block out. And Scott, well, he's going to service Heather.
Oh, yes. I thought you were going to say he was going to just throw a block of ramen noodles at him, but I'm sure that, who knows? Maybe he will service her while he's eating a bowl of ramen noodles. It's possible. I'm sure that the two of those sound similar. We'll talk more about that backstage. But for now, as always, we thank you, Neil Cernitsky, for filling in for Jason Myers tonight. You fill in admirably as always. Steffi will be making a donation of $250 of his money tonight to you to potentially buy a microphone that come from the year 2025.
There you go.
Outside of that, as always, we'd like to thank all of you out there for watching. We really appreciate you giving us your time. We know that you have a lot of things that you could choose from to watch, and you choose to come out and watch us. So thank you so much for doing that. Tonight was, I believe, live stream number 177, so we're now only 23 away Programming reminder updates. We will be back on here live streaming tomorrow night. As always, 11:10 Central, or very close around those whereabouts, for our episode number 17 of the Barry and Enright Cup. We're getting very close. We're only 4 episodes away now from the end of the regular season. And then, of course, we will be back again on Friday night for the next episode of Monopoly Night in America. And then also back again on Sunday for our 4th episode of the hugely popular new series, Definition After Dark. So make sure that you are here and you do not miss a single one of those. Please like our video. I do want to say very, very pointedly, I do notice that occasionally we've got somebody out there that is disliking the videos. Hey, we totally understand. It's not for everybody, but if you're that person, especially if it's the same person, if you're doing it, please send me a message on Discord. Tell me what it is exactly that you don't like, because we are always looking to make updates to the show and do things that make things a lot more exciting for you guys and interesting. But just to get the random thumbs down out there, you know, and not know what's going on, it can be a little just frustrating on what we could do to improve the show. So please feel free to reach out. You can get me at TurdFerguson21 on Discord. And of course, make sure that you are going to the Facebook page for MVG Productions to sign up to get your chance to possibly be as one of our players here on Monopoly Night in America and all the other great game shows that are going on in MVG. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I just heard something ringing now. Ring that bell for notifications so you know when the next live stream video is starting, and so you know when Brandon is putting out all of his awesome recorded content, as well as some of our other creators, just like Poot McVay, who does remote control, and I know we'll get to see that, I believe, Thursday nights or when those night episodes normally drop. Yep. All right. Fantastic. So, yep, with that, it's time for us to get out of here. As always, I'd like to say that right over there, that was Neil Stranitzky. I'm Turd Ferguson, and you sure as hell aren't. We'll see you back here next time for another Monopoly Night in America. Until then, good night, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, as the final buzzer sounds and the lights dim on another exciting day, we bid farewell here at MVG Productions, broadcasting from the heart of Silva, North Carolina. Today we've seen contestants triumph, puzzles unravel, and fortunes change. We hope our game shows brought you thrills, laughter, and maybe a few nail-biting moments. Thank you for being a part of our audience, supporting us, and recognizing the vision of Brandon Scruggs, who owns and operates MVG Productions. Until next time, we leave you with our national anthem. Good night.
They grabbed him by the balls, or the jewels.